as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's up.
Well, Kevin,
David Aldridge, thank you. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
So the net starting five. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Taurean Prince is out there with Joe Harris. And it's Allen in at the 5. And for the Knicks, Knox and Randall, they're the forwards. Mr. Clutch out there with Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5 spot. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Irving misses. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's LeVert. He had 13 points in the win against Sacramento. Misses from close range. And now in transition is Garcia. Here we go.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And contact. Down the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
New York shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And when you think of free throw shooting, not particularly a strength for this group, right around 70%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
LeVert the pass to Irving. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
How many different ways can Kyrie Irving beat his man? I mean, his array of moves is endless.
It's tipped and stolen by Harris. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. They get it back. Here's Allen. Excellent D that time from Robinson. Here's Garcia. Allen with the rebound. The Nets have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Back to Allen. Inside, Prince plays it up and banks it in. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Garcia.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Now here is Garcia. He's got 12. And he goes in for the dunk.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
I'll tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Barrett against LeVert. From the line, a second chance effort. It's rebounded by New York. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, I like this young man, Jared Allen. He's still working to find consistency in his offensive game. He's a really good leaper and finishes at the rim, protects the rim. But his strength right now, which will always be his strength, I think, is his defense. He's outstanding at that end of the floor.
Now, here is Robinson. 9 points last game out. Robinson against LeVert. Good, nice job down low.
Boy, the versatility of LeVert showing you he's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve and a bunch of shots to choose from, too.
And Clark, with Allen, he's still young, and the comfort on offense has yet to really find him.
Yeah, and you know what? I think he's really scratching the surface there, Greg. I mean, this kid he only played 1 year in college. He's shown you that he can defend at a high level, and he looks like he's a worker, so I think his offensive game will ultimately catch up with his defense.
Greg, at the beginning of every season, we love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends. So it's Brooklyn now. The Knicks making the shot. Irving can't get it to go.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Portis, he's checked in for Randall. And so Garcia nails both of them. Nets trail by 14. There's Dinwiddie. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Sacramento.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And it's LeVert missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Garcia against Irving. Garcia dishes to Robinson. Great D that time from Jordan.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
A nice shot by LeVert.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Now here is Garcia. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. Pass to Portis. Barrett wide open. He fires. A three-pointer, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Dinwiddie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on R.J. Barrett. Here's Knox. He's coming off a 10-point game against San Antonio. Outside, Garcia to the middle. Robinson passes to Garcia. A beautiful reverse layup. Garcia's got 21.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
So for Brooklyn now, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jared Allen is out there with Taurean Prince, and it's Harris in at the small forward.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Prince against Randall from about 19 feet, and the shot is long.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
The next hip shot, 10 of 13 from the free throw line. That free throw, no good. Dinwiddie's checked in for Irving. He's off on the second. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 17. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's LeVert. Good on the bucket. LeVert's got 8 points.
Boy, because he's got such great confidence in his ball handling skills, he's fearless attacking the rim.
Allen against Garcia. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
And they answer right back with as much force as possible.
This is a heavyweight battle, isn't it? Both teams trading punches.
And, guys, I hope they keep it up just like this. Let's see some more end-to-end action.
Down low, Robinson. Passes to Knox. Launches it. Rebounded by the Nets. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looked so good in that one.
Well, I think it was a combination of things, quite honestly, but the defense didn't really offer them a challenge all night. I agree with that.
Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Shot clock at 5. Here's Dinwiddie. It's not going to go for him. And New York will come the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good... floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
That one goes. Count it. Allen's got 5 now.
Well, you see the hustle from Allen there, guys, and his relentlessness and the mindset to keep at it really allows him to gobble up those offensive boards.
From 11 feet away, the rebound by the Nets. Allen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Harris draws the double. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Now the pass to Allen. Good work there as it goes. Allen's got 6 points in the quarter.
Boy, exhibiting toughness right there and persistence. Allen might have been fouled on that inside basket.
Garcia against Prince. And Prince comes to help. And there's Randall on the assist from Garcia. Garcia's got 4 assists in the game. Nets trail by 14. Pass to Allen. Back to Dinwiddie. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. Here's Allen. So it's Brooklyn now. And now Knox running the floor all by himself.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Count it.
Well, you got to do much more than that to slow Allen. I mean, this guy is long and athletic, capable of converting through contact.
To the paint. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his second basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
LeVert with it. Now defended by Garcia. New York leading by 16. And Prince comes to help. Here's Knox. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Dinwiddie kicks to LeVert. Back to Dinwiddie. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And Barrett gets it to go.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Well, it's paid off with a greater rate of second chance hoops. I mean, great effort to build this lead on their part. And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Robinson. And Robinson throws it down.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show.
So it's the New York Knicks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And yeah.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. He loves being the chief facilitator.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And New York, looking at who they've got. Barrett and Knox are the wingmen. It's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. And it's Garcia in at the point. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play. And a physical presence is former Kentucky Wildcat Julius Randle. But he's got some mobility to go along with it, able to move and attack in transition.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
You know, people have talked about Julius Randle's game. He's a power driver, isn't he, Greg? I mean, the guy just bulldozes all the way in.
I like that phrase, Kevin. You know, very fluid for his size. A pretty good ball handler and passer. I think his shooting is where he's still filling in the gaps.
LeVert with it. Now defended by Randle. Here's Garcia. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
Nets trail by 13. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Yep, that one goes.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Yep, that one goes in there. And the Knicks lead by 13.
Boy, he's a wrecking ball on offense. Randle, so good at finishing inside.
Harris outside. Three-pointer, LeVert. Let's keep it alive. Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. This is his second trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
Three terrific kids. You're right. In the corner, Barrett with it. Back to Knox. 5 to shoot. Stolen by LeVert. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. That's foul number 2 for him. And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. A 12-point game. Passes it to LeVert. There's the triple.
Fantastic defense from Barrett there. It helps big time when he gives the hustle and stays home with his man.
Here's Garcia. Irving with the steal. LeVert the pass to Irving. Lets the three fly. Robinson pulls it in.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
LeVert the pass to Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Boy, LeVert showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And so he hits both.
You know, it takes young guys a little while to figure it out, and after 4 up-and-down seasons with the Lakers, Julius Randle joined New Orleans in 2018, busted out for over 20 points per game with the Pelicans.
He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
LeVert with it. Robinson picks him up. Irving against Garcia. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Tell you what, I could watch this move and this movie all night long. Irving doing a nice job getting his team quality shots.
There's the double team with Allen. Stolen by LeVert. In transition, here come the Nets. Irving leading the charge.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
New York leading by 10. Outside, Garcia. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. You know, it's been a bad day for them at the line today as a whole, and far too often, that's the case for this team.
Dinwiddie is checked in for the Nets. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Irving double team. Here's Allen. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Bobby Portis is checked in for New York. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Boykin's checked in. Irving from long range. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Barrett's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Garcia against Irving. The rebound by the Nets. LeVert with it. Now guarded by Garcia. Really left alone that time. Irving's got 14 points here in the second half.
But the team does a nice job supporting what Kyrie Irving does. I mean, they've got total trust in his ability, so I think they work a lot harder to set him up.
Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Powell, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Knox. And they're able to recover.
You know, Jordan's size is part of the reason why he draws as many fouls as he does.
Allen finds LeVert. Nets passing it around. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, when Allen gets this positioning, the defense is in trouble, which in turn forces them to commit the foul.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Taurean Prince is out there with Allen, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. Here now is Dinwiddie. On the wing, Harris. Shot clock at 6. That 3 off the mark.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Nets leading by 9. Here's LeVert. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Dinwiddie's got 6 assists here tonight.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Garcia.
Quick and smart, Prince finds all kinds of ways to disrupt shooters.
It's LeVert on the wing. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Brooklyn.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Now Harris. Allen outside. Here's LeVert. Robinson with the block. Out of bounds. Next ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Well, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Back to Dinwiddie. Pass to Allen. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Earning a trip to the stripe that time. Allen constantly on the move, which makes him hard to guard.
And Allen drops them both. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Prince in the corner. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
The pass to LeVert. And stolen by Garcia. Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
And what I love about Barrett in transition, he can change directions at full speed.
And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. High post Allen. And Allen slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Taking 2 shots.
Good on both.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Barrett against Dinwiddie. Knicks trail by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
As a playmaker, Barrett has improved his vision, plays with a good recognition and been very unselfish.
And Robinson comes to help. Allen for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Garcia against LeVert. Here's Knox. Drops in the layup for 2.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Dinwiddie against Barrett. Here's Prince. Robinson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Five on the clock, and Robinson comes to help. Here's Allen. And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. He misses the free throw.
And he's taking care of the hard part tonight, which is getting to the line. But he hasn't finished the job once he gets there.
Well, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
To the inside, Randall. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Dinwiddie. There's the dish to Allen. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Knox.
You know, when he has the ball outside like that, that's exactly the kind of D they need to play on.
Randall dishes to Barrett. Robinson left side. The baseline J. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. Knicks trail by 8. Garcia passes to Knox. They get the rebound. Pass to Garcia. 6 to shoot. In the corner, Barrett with it. New York, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 8. Harris looking it over. Prince outside. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his 4th foul of the contest. For New York, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th and even 50%. Garcia inside. Dinwiddie covering. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
To the paint, here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
And guys, Allen is certainly in the zone. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and when he does that, he'll stay with it. He won't let up.
Talk it over.
And guys, Caris LeVert can do so much while he's on the basketball floor. The problem for LeVert is just staying on the basketball floor.
Yeah, injuries have really slowed him down the last couple of years, Greg, and it's unfortunate because this kid's an outstanding player. He gets it done in every way as a wing scorer. He can make plays, he can defend, he can score the ball. LeVert says he tries to model his game after Penny Hardaway, and if he can stay healthy, I don't think that comparison's too far off.
There at the pass to Garcia. There's the double team with Allen. Back to Garcia.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition switch ignited.
Allen passes to LeVert. The feed to Prince. And Garcia with the block. Pass to Randall. And then Randall slams it in.
You know, once he has the positioning he wants, he's ready for the big finish. Julius Randle throwing it down.
Here's the pass to LeVert. Back to Irving. And Kevin Knox gets the whistle that time. That's his 1st foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there. Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception is the combination of the two. And clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Pass to Robinson. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Garcia against Irving. It's Prince on the wing. Prince, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Prince has got 4 points this quarter.
And you can see they're waking up after what was a sluggish first half for them offensively. They've been much more accurate from the field since halftime.
And Irving comes to help. Here's Randall. And it's sent back by Allen.
It's really hard to shoot over Allen, which is probably why you shouldn't try to do it.
Knicks trail by 10. Garcia with the ball. They double him with Irving. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And Robinson is right there.
Excellent awareness of where to be on the offensive boards. He did it with great position.
Nets leading by 8. Pass to Irving. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Puts it up from 7. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Well, you know, on some nights, Irving's just unguardable, and that's when you just keep letting him do his thing.
Garcia passes to Randall.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
Shooting from New York. And he makes both free throws. .130 left here in the fourth quarter. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And a wide open look for Irving. Here's Allen. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And Allen drops them both. New York, they're working against the clock now. Here's Garcia. They double him with Irving. Here's Barrett. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Barrett's got 12 points in just the second half. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Passes it to LeVert. It's stolen by Barrett. No good on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Harris outside. Kicks it to Prince. Fires for 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Irving against Barrett. Now, here is Irving. Okay.
You stayed in your
And nothing. DA, thanks a lot. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Prince out there with Joe Harris. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Knicks, Knox and Randall. They're the forwards. Mr. Clutch out there with R.J. Barrett. And it's Robinson in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Greg, at the beginning of every season, we'd love to see players that have worked on something during the offseason that they now have added to their game in the new season.
No doubt about it, Kevin. You know, the work doesn't end when the season ends. If you're trying to improve your skill set, or if you're trying to just put on muscle, that kind of stuff needs to be done during the break. You need to have an assessment in the off right after the season. Hey, where can I get better? And then you spend the off season on that challenge.
Season never really ends.
Yeah, Knox trying to improve in this portion of his offensive game, distribution.
Barrett against LeVert.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Irving against Garcia. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Jared Allen. The Knicks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And he makes the first. And so Garcia nails both of them. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Passes it to LeVert. Back to Irving. And the layup's good off the glass.
I don't know how he does it, but Kyrie does such a great job to get deep position and convert, separating himself from other point guards in the league with that finishing ability.
Now here is Garcia. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. The Nets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Allen. And here's LeVert. He's coming off a 13-point game against Sacramento.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Garcia against Irving. Outside, Garcia. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Harris finds Irving. Allen in the post, guarded by Robinson. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Allen.
When you make shots like that, Kyrie is showing just how confident he is in his offensive ability.
And Jared Allen, the big man out of Texas, a big part of his impact is how well he moves as a center. Very long and covers a ton of ground on both ends.
Now Irving, after R.J. Barrett's three-pointer that didn't go. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And with Allen, the amount of floor he can cover with a few steps is staggering.
And Kevin, it lets him take away chances and opportunities on D. On the other end, 1 step to the hoop and he's completely relocated as a target. One of the best moving bigs in our league.
Now here's LeVert. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Inside. Here's Robinson, and it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker. Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Garcia goes in, and that one is hammered home.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Harris outside. It's Prince on the wing. From the arc. It's rebounded by New York. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Well, let's see if the lesson was learned from that loss. If they come out with the same type of effort, they can expect a similar result here. There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Clearly a foul. And Bones, when you look at R.J. Barrett, what's the next step in his game?
So if the next stage offensively, GA, is that he's got better shot selection overall and a bit more consistency from the three-point line, then it's about setting a tone and taking on the defensive challenge every night. That's what a good leader can do, and this team is looking for one. And Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Now Garcia. He's got 11. Robinson kicks to Barrett. They get it back. Irving against Garcia. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Now, here is Irving. Really played well against Sacramento in his last outing. Shoots over Garcia. Irving, good. Irving's got 6.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
Garcia against Irving. Garcia.
Oh, man. Fans love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Now, here's LeVert. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. The Knicks with the lead. Outside, Garcia. LeVert grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Irving against Barrett. Here's Harris. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Irving against Garcia. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting... Dinwiddie against Barrett. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. Can't cash in from close range.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Prince out there with Allen, and it's Harris in at the small forward. Powell against Dinwiddie. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Garcia passes to Pop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Nets leading by 3. Harris outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Dinwiddie against Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Harris drives in. Here's Dinwiddie. Off target from outside. And so it's Rendell bringing it up now for the New York Knicks. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
And the call will be against Julius Randle. That's foul number 2 for him.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Robinson's checked in for Dwight Powell. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Randle.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
Allen passes to Dinwiddie.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
You really got to hit Allen if you want to stop him. Just so long and strong from there.
Prince against Garcia. Pass to Randle. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Dinwiddie against Garcia. And the pass to LeVert. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Allen. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor.
Ooh.
Okay.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. LeVert against Barrett. Just 5 to shoot. Allen trying to break free. Robinson with the block. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. New York trailing. Here's Garcia. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Nets have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Just 5 on the clock.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. My goodness.
For the New York Knicks, they come in off a good outing against San Antonio.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Allen against Robinson. Here's Dinwiddie.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Well, Randle can hold his own down on the inside with that physical frame.
That free throw good from Randle.
And Julius Randle dropping a few pounds since he came in the league. He still brings an old school physicality to the game.
He's a good rebounder and a good finisher in the paint. Still trying to develop GA using that offhand and trying to have some touch around there with the right. That'll be a critical skill moving forward, that he has other ways to get at you offensively.
A floater. Robinson with the block. Garcia passes to Knox. Prince with the defensive effort. Brooklyn trailing. Dinwiddie with it. Now guarded by Garcia.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. LeVert finds Allen. Robinson with the block. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Dinwiddie right side. Oh, good on the three. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Garcia passes to Barrett. And the basket by Knox. Now it's a 3-point Knicks lead.
Yeah, this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Garcia against Dinwiddie. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mr. Clutch. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Irving's checked in for Dinwiddie. Passes it to Harris. Fires the three. He can't get that one to fall. And New York the other way now. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft, first on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career, and that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who've ever played the game.
Shifty with his speed, incredible ball handling, so hard to guard Kyrie, but so thrilling to sit here and watch it all up close.
And oh, here we go. Prince has got it, the fast break chance, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, determined that time to get to the rim, anticipating the pass, and a rim rocker.
Garcia against Jordan. It's stolen by Allen. Here's Irving. That one falls through. It's his sixth make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Garcia passes to Robinson. Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
How about that? The big man, Mitchell Robinson, able to find a teammate.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Pass to LeVert. Here's Allen. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Allen's got 6 in the quarter.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
The Knicks have gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. Here's Garcia, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that? What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Garcia passes to Gibson, and it's Gibson finishing it off.
Gibson working out of the screen and roll, and he gets off that one quickly.
Brooklyn's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4 to the middle, and it's Allen with the jam.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Garcia against Jordan, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. No good on that one. A different look for New York. Portis, he's checked in for Robinson. Damian Dotson comes in for Kevin Knox. And it's Elfrid Payton in for R.J. Barrett. The Nets also changing it up. Boykins checked in, and it's Crawford in for Karis LeVert. Dotson, and again it's the Knicks missing. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
It's Prince on the wing. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. New York with the ball. Garcia can't get it to go. On the wing, Irving. Covered by Payton. Irving passes to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Boykins with the steal. Down low. And the dunk by Jordan.
Well, Jordan's such a great dunker. Some of the jams he has are completely jaw-dropping.
Now here is Garcia. And he has 28 points for the game. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. The Nets with the lead. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Irving. 20 points for him. Goes up to the stripe. Crawford, no luck.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
A chance now to send it over to David. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll... And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments.
I'm not saying I want to still live in the projects right now where I was born and raised. However, I do recognize the importance that I'm accessible.
Because if everybody's going out,
Who's going to be there, Archie's?
Here's Irving off the inbound pass. They get it again.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the... Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What can you say, Mr. Clutch? An impressive effort here today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. setting the floor for the Nets. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Harris is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Allen in at the center, filling out the middle. Here's Garcia. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick and roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch and shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Now here is that was a strong dunk.
That is nice.
Wow, Julius Randle with a little flavor on the finish.
Irving against Garcia. Irving passes to LeVert. Here's Allen. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, no easy buckets with Mitchell Robinson in the vicinity. Sends that back with authority.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Now, here is Irving. 22 points for him. Now, here's Prince. Lock at 6. LeVert kicks to Prince. Another shot. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
This is the court awareness that gives you great hope for R.J. Barrett. He's a scorer, but if he can complement that with passing, look out, folks.
Now, here's LeVert. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now. Passes to Harris. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Garcia up top, defended by Allen. Allen against Garcia. Robinson kicks to Barrett. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it.
What you love about Taj Gibson is his leadership. This guy is an intelligent, ferocious competitor who plays his role to a T.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And it's the Knicks with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Back to Dinwiddie. In the corner, it's Crawford. For the tie, it's rebounded by Payton. Payton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That's good from Garcia. Allen's checked in for the Nets. And so Garcia nails both of them. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's got 12. There's 49 seconds left to play in the third. Allen finds Crawford. Dinwiddie outside. His three-pointers off the mark. New York leading by 5. There's the lob to the hoop. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. To the middle. Here's Allen. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And Allen is a problem from right there. This guy's so good at using his body and his touch.
Garcia with the ball. Pass to Gibson. Off on that one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Payton is out there with Mr. Clutch. Then it's Taj Gibson. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Barrett at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Now here's LeVert. Dinwiddie wide open. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Dinwiddie's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Nets. Garcia against LeVert. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And he sinks the second. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. They can look forward to the Cavaliers after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Tries again, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Elfrid Payton.
Well, this is exactly the kind of position you want Jared Allen shooting from, right? He gets excellent position, makes defenders nervous this close. Good job drawing that foul.
Only down 2 now, but that miss might come back to haunt you. If they don't get a stop, it's back to a 2-possession game.
Nice shot by Portis.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now here's LeVert. Pass to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Jordan. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
When you think that this guy was so raw and so skinny coming into the league, now DeAndre Jordan brushing off these challenges with ease.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gibson. A different look for New York. Mike Powell comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Knox in for Payton. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Allen. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Barrett. Here's Garcia, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Engaged, active, and great instincts. RJ doing things on the defensive end and turning it into offense.
Here's Dinwiddie. The pass to LeVert. To the paint. Knocks it loose. And pushing it up. Here's New York. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's good from Garcia. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Well, the critical free throw was the one to make it a two-possession game, and he got it.
A nice shot by LeVert.
That 6'7" Karis LeVert knows how to use that size, especially inside. He knows how to handle himself in there.
Now here is Garcia. Stolen by LeVert. And here we go. Dinwiddie heading to the hoop. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Jordan the pass to LeVert. Dinwiddie outside. Tries from 10. Jordan inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
Joe Harris is checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Garcia with the ball. Guarded now by Prince. Garcia against Prince. Garcia goes in. Rebounded by the Nets. Allen's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
To the inside. Dinwiddie. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, this is the court awareness that Joe Harris gives you. He is so skilled at realizing how to give his teammates an open look.
Now here is Garcia. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's good from Garcia. That one is no good.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Barrett against Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie to take the lead. That shot off. The Knicks go the other way with it. Here's Garcia. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. First free throw is good. Randall's checked in for New York. And so Garcia nails both of them.
Really getting after the defense since the break. He's so hard to keep off the line when he pushes the action.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to LeVert. A 3-ball. But they recover it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets them another possession, and allows them to run even more clock. It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Shot on the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. LeVert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, Karis LeVert can fill it up from anywhere, but this guy's a terrific mid-range scorer.
Garcia goes in, and he dunks it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Dinwiddie against Garcia. Dinwiddie drives in. Makes it off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 13 points here in the second half alone. New York leading by 6. Now Garcia. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
There's Dinwiddie. The Knicks making the shot. Back to LeVert. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Allen against Garcia. Pass to Powell. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here's Dinwiddie. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds in the game. Outside, Garcia. Inside. The shot by Powell, no good. Nets trail by 7. The pass to Harris. Back to LeVert. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists in the game. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Mr. Clutch.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Now here is Garcia. Robinson, that's good.
Well, concentration right there. Mitchell Robinson refuses to let the defense have the last word. Nicely done.
Dinwiddie against Garcia. Harris outside. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you know what? If you're the defense, you got him right where you want him. Let him keep shooting those threes because he's been brutal in this half.
Now, here's Barrett. Here's Knox. No good on the triple. Harris looking it over. One a little long.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Dinwiddie against Garcia. Down low, Randall, and then Randall slams it in.
Well, the emphatic finish from Julius Randle. Get off your feet, young sir.
There's Dinwiddie. Passes it to Prince. Pass to LeVert. Over Barrett. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. LeVert's got 12 now in this quarter.
He has been so big here in the fourth quarter. 5 of 6 from the field.
Now here is Garcia. And Prince comes to help. Out to the right wing. Garcia against Allen. Garcia goes in, and he makes that one. Garcia's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Harris passes to Dinwiddie. Allen outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's LeVert. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on R.J. Barrett.
This guy doesn't mind absorbing contact at all if it means a trip to the free throw line. Caris LeVert will find his points any way you want.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
.135 left in the game. Got a hand on it, and they'll keep possession. It's tipped. From deep. Rebounded by the Nets. Now the dish to Allen. LeVert against Barrett. Pass to Prince. Over to the wing. With some art. But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Dinwiddie. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Garcia against Dinwiddie. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And the Knicks miss again. The Nets on offense. And here's LeVert. Allen in the post. Robinson on him. Dinwiddie. Allen kicks to LeVert. No good with the triple. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend. That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So neither attempt will fall that time for them. Timeout called, the Nets. They trail by 4. There's 18 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
No time to waste here. Quick bucket and a foul.
Everybody has got to be in the exact perfect position defensively, and execution has got to be on point.
This is a big possession.
You've got to play smart down the stretch.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 3. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what's your take?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Three and nothing but a 3 will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Well, this trip to the line should seal the deal. Amazing job.
So it's New York picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.